little Asian lady. She really came as no surprise, but I still did destroy her, and I will smash Halo.
Alice Cooper in his prog rock mode. My favorite Alice Cooper album, Killer, and Halo of Flies. Takes me back to when I was a teenager and still living in my mother's house. And I'd have the door shut with a towel on the bottom of the door. And I had the music cranked up, and I'm smoking weed. And I hear my mother coming up the steps screaming, "Are you smoking that shit again?" And she's got the Lysol in her hand. And I said, "Ma, no, I just looked out the window. There's a skunk out in the backyard." Well, she didn't buy it. And here I am again. I blinked. All these years gone by, I'm a senior citizen. I'm playing the exact same record and having a good time listening to it. Freeform, YDD, on the radio. And I'm glad you're with me today. Here's the Hollies.
When we were at school, our games were simple. I played a janitor, you played a monitor. Then you played with older boys and prefects. What's the attraction in what they're doing? Hey, Carrie Ann, what's your game? Now can anybody play? Hey, Carrie Ann, what's your game? Now can anybody play? You're always something special to me, quite independent, never caring. You lost your charm as you were aging. Where is your magic disappearing? Hey, Carrie Ann, what's your game? Now can anybody play? Hey, Carrie Ann, what's your game? Now can anybody play? You're so like a woman to me. So like a woman to me. Hey, Carrie Ann, what's your game? Now can anybody play? Hey, Carrie Ann, what's your game? Now can anybody play? People live and learn, but you're still learning. You use my mind and I'll be your teacher. When the lesson's over, you'll be with me. Then I'll hear the other people saying, hey, Carrie Ann, what's your game? Now can anybody play? Hey, Carrie Ann, what's your game? Now can anybody play? Carrie Ann. Photographer smile, take a break for a while, take a rest, do your very best. Take 500, 500. Search in your bag, light up a fag, think it's a drag, but you're so glad to be alive, honey. Laugh, honey. Say when this is all over, you'll be in clover. We'll go out and spend all of your blue money, blue money, blue money.
I'm watching that special, the Get Back on Disney, and it gets tedious at times, but man, the tension. I'm only doing about an hour a night, so I'm only into the second episode. And I was always blaming Yoko all those years. And man, was there tension between McCartney and George Harrison. I didn't realize how thick it was. You just want to kind of, even after 50 years, sort of reach in there and try to help them. Help them get along. Imagine the output that band would have had if they lasted another 10 years. But it is fascinating TV, that film. So I will continue with that, but a piece at a time. Here's Graham Nash on Freeform Radio. We did have Blue Money in there, Van Morrison, and Carrie Ann, which made me think the Hollies, Graham Nash, and this was one of my all-time favorite Graham Nash albums, Wild Tales.
Said I have to leave you for buying something from a friend. They say I've done wrong for protecting the name of a man. They say you'll have to leave you, so now I'm bidding you farewell for much too long. And here's a song to sing for every man inside. If he can hear you sing, it's an open door. There's not a rich man there who couldn't pay his way and buy the freedom that's a high price for the poor. Kids in Texas smoking grass, 10 years sentence goes to the max. Misdemeanor in an hour, ask the judges why. Another friend said to her kids, I'm gonna have to leave ya for selling something to the man. I guess I did wrong, and although I did the best I could, I'm gonna have to leave ya. So now I'm kissing you farewell for much too long. And here's a song to sing for every man inside. If he can hear you sing, it's an open door. There's not a rich man there who couldn't pay his way and buy the freedom that's a high price for the poor.
I'm the guy who didn't marry pretty Pamela Brown. Educated, well-intentioned, good girl in our town. I wonder where I'd be today if she had loved me too. Probably be driving kids to school. I guess I owe it all to Pamela Brown. All of my good times, all my roaming around. One of these days I might be in your town, and I guess I owe it all to Pamela Brown. Seen the lights of cities, and I've been inside their doors, sailed to foreign countries and walked upon their shores. I guess the guy she married was the best part of my luck. She dug him 'cause he drove a pickup truck. And I guess I owe it all to Pamela Brown. All of my good times, all my roaming around. One of these days I might be in your town, and I guess I owe it all to Pamela Brown. Yes, I owe it all to Pamela Brown. All of my good times, all my roaming around. One of these days I might be in your town, and I guess I owe it all to Pamela Brown. I don't have to tell you just how beautiful she was. Everything it takes to get a guy like me in love. Lord, I hope she's happy, 'cause she sure deserves to be, especially for what she did for me. I guess I owe it all to Pamela Brown. All of my good times, all my roaming around. One of these days I might be in your town, and I guess I owe it all to Pamela Brown. Yes, I owe it all to Pamela Brown.
Hey baby, it's your time now. Hey baby, you made it somehow. Don't let nobody come and bring you down. Hey baby, you got 'em on the run. You know, you got 'em on the run. I know you had just begun. When you came into my life, I thought I would die. Never be nobody like you. Take away these blues. Hey baby, you're looking real good.
Freeform YDD. J.J. Cale put out a real nice record in '07 with Eric Clapton live in San Diego. Good stuff. This is J.J. Taking off the very best of. Nice collection CD. He played at South Park, it's got to be 20 years ago, maybe 15, 20 years ago, on a real hot day, and he was really excellent. But he had to cut the show short because he wasn't feeling well in that heat. So another guy we lost, and sorry to see him go every week. It's somebody, one of my heroes. So we got him on vinyl, we got him on CD, and we're going to keep on playing him. This is a request from the YDD Facebook page. It's Frank Marino and Mahogany Rush, but I wanted to mention that Leo Kottke tune was in there too, Pamela Brown. That was an old favorite on Zoom, and I just picked that one up at Jerry's Warehouse over in Swissville last week. I was looking for that one for a while. Pamela Brown, he's a hell of a picker, Leo Kottke. And Graham Nash doing the prison song. Now, here's Frank Marino, Mahogany Rush. This tune is called Dragonfly.
This
standing out in the rain. Don't ask me why I'm here. I'd rather have trouble than fear. My whole life is having you. Hear me coming, hear me coming. Keep that door unlocked for me. See me running, catch me running. Won't you set my sights free? I'm getting closer, I'm getting closer. Hear my footsteps on your door. I'm getting closer, getting closer. You know I'm coming back for more. Set my sweet soul free. 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 Set my sweet soul free.
He spent about 5 minutes in Deep Purple. That's Tommy Bolden from an album that we always used to play at YDD, the Private Eyes record, Busted Down for Rosie. And another one I liked off this record was called Post Toasty, 9-minute jam. We'll get to that one day, too, for you. Deep Purple, before that, from their 2017 release called Infinite, and that was a pretty good one. The song you heard is One Night in Vegas. If they take up residency there, just don't use those wraparound microphones on your face. That I never liked those things. It reminded me when Chicago kind of threw their hands up and quit being a prog rock band. They put those wraparound mics around their face. Robin Trower, Jack Bruce, good album from '08 called Seven Moons. You heard Bruce on the vocal doing The Last Door. And we had Frank Marino with Mahogany Rush, the tune Dragonfly from the live album, came out in the 70s. And I was with John, the administrator, about a week ago. We went over to Jerry's Records. Jerry sold his record store in Squirrel Hill, but he has a warehouse in Swissville on Washington Avenue. And every Friday and Saturday from 10 until 1, Jerry holds court. And he's definitely the vinyl king. He has a warehouse over there. You come over and you can check out his nice setup that he's got going on Fridays and Saturdays. So I came across an album by Edgar Winter And I love one of my all-time favorite records is the 1971 Edgar Winter's White Trash featuring Jerry LaCroix. And it was produced by Rick Derringer. And I think that's what's missing on this one. I didn't realize there was a second White Trash album. I knew there was a live one called Roadwork, but I didn't realize there was a second White Trash album called Recycled that came out in 1977. I must have missed that somehow. I guess when YDD, the Freeform ended, maybe that record came out and I was kind of in a daze. But anyhow, it's pretty much the same band intact. I think there was a change for the drummer and the bass player, but I think Derringer's missing. He brought on Dan Hartman to produce along with Edgar, and there's a couple real strong tunes on it, but it's not as strong as that first White Trash album from '71. Here's a piece from it. See what you think.
Every once in a while, we all get the blues. The blues ain't news. It's just something to lose. You wanted me back, so I rushed right over to your place. Saw you split with a dude in a Cadillac. I think you're doing me wrong, baby, and I don't think you can find a truer man. Yeah. Oh, but this sinning out of something I just can't, Lord, I just can't stand. Well, you get me excited. Tell me how much you need it. And then you do a turnaround. One, tell me to beat it. You tease me with your kisses. You floor me with your act. I'm slipping in your front door while your fella slides out the back. I think you're jabbing me, baby. Lord, I swear you're doing me wrong. All of this in and out of love, Lord, in and out of love. Talking about this in and out of love. Girl, you know it makes it harder, harder. In and out of love, going in and out of love. Oh, it's making it harder. Sing my song. real blind. Hero boogie while Rome was born. When you do the boogie, you feel real great. Even boogie at the Watergate. It's a boogie thing. It's a boogie thing. It's a boogie thing. Boogie all night long. Let's boogie again. Let's boogie.
The man wound up or what? Wow. Never played that tune before bedtime. That's the great James Cotton on the Mississippi saxophone. I saw him about 11 years ago. I saw him even longer than that back at the old joint in Millville. What was that called? The Evergreen Hotel. He played that once. But I caught him on a legendary rhythm and blues cruise. And when he wasn't up on stage, which was 90% of the time, you'd catch him in the casino. He must have won the jackpot before doing that tune, Boogie Thing. That's one of my all-time favorite James Cotton numbers. Boogie Thing from Live and On the Move. James Cotton. John Mayall, 1988 Chicago line, Fascinating Lover. Good tune from that record. Happy 88th birthday. And he's putting out a new record in January. That's what I like to hear with these old guys, putting out new music. Good. God bless them. And we had Edgar Winter's White Trash, In and Out of Love Blues, from the 1977 second White Trash studio record called Recycled. And there are a couple good cuts on it. Well, let's do a little prog for you. Rick Wakeman from his Six Wives of Henry VIII. That's Joe Walsh on Freeform Radio, a little gem, hidden gem at the end of side one of The Smoker You Drink, The Player You Get on Freeform.